An official club statement as Ashley Phillips has just joined Tottenham Hotspur Football Club on a 5-year deal from Blackburn Rovers. Mickey van der Ven will fly to London on Sunday and will have his medical at Hotspur Way on Monday. And Postecoglou has come out and said he's really looking forward to the Shakhtar Donetsk and Barcelona friendlies. And reports are stating that Bayern Munich feel confident that Harry Kane will sign for them this weekend.
Chris Cowlin. Fan cams, club news, transfer news, the Spurs Chat podcast, match previews, legend interviews, Spurs women, press conferences, covering everything Tottenham and England.
Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Tottenham News, where I'll be going through all of the latest Spurs news, rumours and reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. So let's start with an official club statement from Tottenham Hotspur released early Saturday morning about new signing Ashley Phillips. It states, "We are delighted to announce the signing of Ashley Phillips from Blackburn Rovers. The centre-back has signed a deal with the club that will run until 2028. Ashley, 18, started his youth career at National League Northside Kirsten Ashton before joining Blackburn Rovers as a 12-year-old boy in 2017. The defender quickly progressed through the Rovers Academy, featuring regularly for the under-18s, aged just 15, and making his under-23s debut the following season. In the 2021-2022 season, he went on to make 11 appearances in Premier League 2 and spent most of the campaign training with the first-team squad, making the bench for their FA Cup third-round tie against Wigan Athletic in January 2022. Ashley's first-team debut came in the Carabao Cup fourth-round win over Hartlepool United in August 2022, becoming the fourth youngest player in Blackburn Rovers history at just 17 years and 45 days, and made his championship debut against West Bromwich Albion a few days later. The centre-back went on to make 8 first-team appearances in the league and a further 6 in cup competitions last term, with further recognition coming at the end of the 2022-2023 season when he was awarded the LFE Championship Apprentice of the Season. Finally, in Tottenham's club statement, it states, on the international stage, Ashley Phillips has represented England at under-17 and under-19 level, recently being the captain of the under-18s against Norway at the International Tournament of Lisbon in June 2023. On the Ashley Phillips deal, Italian journalist and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has just stated that Tottenham has sealed Ashley Phillips' deal despite interest from 2 more clubs, official and completed. 2005-born centre-back signed a 5-year deal. The clause triggered for £2 million total value, and the signing was approved by boss and Postecoglou. Now, of course, Tottenham Hotspur take on Shakhtar Donetsk at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at 2 p.m. kickoff on Sunday. Of course, it is our third pre-season friendly. And Postecoglou says he's looking forward to this game. He said, "I'm looking forward to it, to the stadium, to playing in front of our supporters, and I feel the boys are as well. It's exciting. You'll realise on Sunday how close the start of the Premier League season actually is. And because of that, I'm sure the boys will be up for it." And Postecoglou also stated that Shakhtar Donetsk are always a good side, always have good young talent. They are developers of talent. He also stated they always produce very, very good young players, and it will be a test for ourselves at our stadium before the season starts. Having 2 games close together means that we can give the majority of the squad a run out, a final topping up in terms of match conditioning before the Premier League season starts. Postecoglou also stated we'll use both games to try and get as many minutes into the players as possible. Barcelona away on Tuesday. That is tough. That is a tough test as you could come across. But for us, it is really good preparation. Now, Ange Postecoglou has provided the team news ahead of the Shakhtar Donetsk friendly at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday. Ange Postecoglou will be without Rodrigo Bentancur, Ryan Sessegnon, Fraser Forster, Brian Hill and Alfie Whiteman. Postecoglou, talking about the team news, said health-wise, we've had a couple of players with niggles, but the majority of the squad is in good shape. We've had a good, solid week's work since we've been back from the tour, and because of that, we're getting stronger and stronger. So apart from a couple of minor ones, plus the long-term ones like Rodrigo Bentancur, everyone else is in good shape. So, of course, there are many, many media reports coming out by the minute, by the hour, by the day, all about Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane. Will he be a Spurs player for the 2023-2024 season? Well, Fabrizio Romano has just provided the following update on Harry Kane. The bosses at Bayern Munich wanted an answer to their new bid by midnight on Friday, but it never came, which has left people at Munich not happy with Spurs chairman Daniel Levy. Bayern Munich remain confident of getting a deal done, though, and will insist on bringing Harry Kane to Germany. The conversation remains ongoing, and Bayern Munich feel it can be handled over the weekend, but they are still waiting for Daniel Levy's answer regarding the bid. At the moment, the reality is that the deal is still on, but of course, it's one to follow hour by hour. Now an update on Mickey van der Ven flying to Tottenham Hotspur for his medical. Italian journalist and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has just stated, Tottenham update, Mickey van der Ven will fly to London on Sunday with small change to the original plan. He was meant to fly on Saturday, but medical tests have now been booked for Monday. The deal is done and set to be announced early next week. Now, my thoughts on these stories in today's episode. Let's start by talking about the official club statement this morning. Ashley Phillips has joined Tottenham Hotspur from Blackburn Rovers. A really, really decent centre-back, a really good, promising player for the future. Be interesting to see how much game time in the Premier League he gets under Ange Postecoglou this coming season, or whether he does go straight into the under-21 development side first, plays with them, and then Ange Postecoglou then integrates him into the squad and perhaps into the first team in perhaps some Carabao Cup games, FA Cup games, or does actually give him a chance, even on the bench, in Premier League football. Of course, we saw last season a very similar situation. Jed Spence joined us, played for Nottingham Forest, joined us from Middlesbrough. Antonio Conte actually come out and said that he was a club signing and didn't really use him. He then went out to Rennes. So it'd be really interesting to see how different it will be under Postecoglou. From what I gather, Postecoglou does give young players opportunities, and that is what Daniel Levy put in his statement when Ange Postecoglou joined Spurs. It was about Postecoglou really getting the fact that Spurs like young players coming through the system, and of course using young players that we've brought in from other clubs. So this would be a very interesting situation, but a top young player, one for the future. Now, when we talk about top young talent, we're about to sign another very talented centre-back in Mickey van der Ven from Wolfsburg. Fabrizio Romano stated on Saturday morning that his medical will now take place on Monday at Hotspur Way. He is due to fly into London on Sunday, a slight change. He was meant to originally come to London today on Saturday, but we are about to complete this deal from Wolfsburg. 50 million euros fee. It's a lot of money for a young player, but he's very, very talented. Hopefully, he's going to fit into this Tottenham Hotspur starting 11 straight away, and hopefully he will make his debut Sunday week against Brentford, partnering Christian Romero. But I am excited about this signing, and I do feel a lot more optimistic going into the new season, having signed a centre-back or two. Of course, Ashley Phillips, it is expected that he will be playing with the under-21s first, and perhaps be integrated later on in the season under Postecoglou. But Mickey van der Ven, I would expect him to go straight in, especially when we're spending that sort of money. But hopefully this signing will be a real success at the club. Now, Ange Postecoglou has stated he's really looking forward to the friendlies against Shakhtar Donetsk and Barcelona on Sunday and on Tuesday. The Barcelona game is just 48 hours later, so it's going to be interesting to see what minutes he gives certain players, bearing in mind that the Brentford game is next Sunday. So whether he goes and gives players like Maddison 45 minutes in the Shakhtar Shakhtar game, you know, the first 45 minutes, you know, he's changed it up. He's played 11 players in the first half. He's played a different 11 players in the second half in the 2 friendlies that we've had so far. So that'd be interesting. But I am looking forward to seeing entertaining football. Now, the 2 friendlies that we've played so far against West Ham and against Lion City Sailors, over 70 shots in those 2 games. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in these 2 friendlies. These 2 friendlies will probably be 2 more difficult games than we've had previously against West Ham and Lion City Sailors. The Barcelona game, certainly. Let's move on to the reports about Harry Kane. Bayern Munich feel confident that Harry Kane will sign for them this weekend. All I would say is it's going to be very, very interesting to see if Harry Kane is at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday in the game against Shakhtar Donetsk, whether he will feature, whether he will play, or whether he is even there. Postecoglou must be very frustrated by this situation, and I'm sure many people, including Postecoglou at the club, just wants to go up to Harry Kane direct and just say, look, are you staying or are you going? Because this is becoming frustrating for all of us. You know, Postecoglou's trying to plan ahead for his first season at Spurs, wants to take this club forward, wants the club to be successful. He speaks so well in all of the press conferences and all of the interviews that he's done so far. He wants success at Spurs, I've absolutely no doubt. He is trying to do his very, very best. And all he wants to know is whether Harry Kane is staying or not. I just hope this situation is sorted sooner rather than later. If he's going, then go, get the money in, and let's start the rebuild properly. If he's staying, then fantastic. We've got Harry Kane for another season at least. And Postecoglou and all of us Spurs fans know exactly where we stand. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, come on you Spurs.